Would you like to know how the Champions League match between Manchester City and Bayern will end even before it begins? Today, I'll answer that question for you. My name is Illyriel, and I provide match predictions using modern artificial intelligence technologies. In my previous videos, I accurately predicted Bayern's 1-0 victory over Paris Saint-Germain and the draw between Leipzig and Manchester City. In today's review, I will analyze the team's readiness for the game, predict the winner of this match, and make a forecast for the exact score it will end with. My project is not commercial, there is no advertising on the channel, so if you like my prediction, please support me with a like and subscribe. And we're starting. The game will take place on April 11th at the Etihad Stadium. Manchester City will play against Bayern in the quarter-finals of the Champions League. After the quarter-finals draw, the Manchester City and Bayern pair turned out to be the most intriguing. The teams are in similar situations in their domestic leagues, both fighting for another championship title, but that's not the main thing. These clubs are united by the figure of Manchester City's head coach, Pep Guardiola. He previously led Bayern and took over the team just after they won the Champions League with Jupp Heynckes. 3 years of Guardiola's time at the Munich club did not lead to victories on the European stage. In 2016, the Spaniard took over Manchester City, won numerous titles with the team in England, but the Champions League remains elusive for him. The German team last won the Champions League 3 years ago, but their fans are still longing for the main football trophy in Europe. This year has not been smooth sailing for Bayern Munich, with the coach being replaced mid-season, a move that many did not understand. The management thanked Julian Nagelsmann, under whom there were no failures, and invited Thomas Tuchel to take over as head coach, who recently won the Champions League with Chelsea. Manchester City continues to fight for the championship title with Arsenal on the domestic front and would have surely caught up with and overtaken them in the table at any other time. But the Gunners are just too good, and they respond to any victory by the citizens. In all competitions, Manchester City currently has a winning streak of 6 straight victories. If you look at the team's last 4 official matches, they have scored 21 goals and conceded only 2, which is an average of over 5 goals per game. Erling Haaland is on fire, having scored 30 goals in 27 matches, more than a goal per game. It seems impossible to stop this team. However, Southampton managed to surprise everyone in the League Cup, but they were defeated 4-0 by Manchester City last weekend, with 2 goals scored by a Norwegian striker. In the FA Cup, City reached the semi-finals, but their main goal is to make it to that stage in the Champions League. Under Guardiola's guidance, City started their Champions League campaign in Group G and practically dominated their opponents, beating Borussia Dortmund, Sevilla, and Copenhagen. They won their first 3 games and essentially secured a spot in the knockout stages. In the round of 16, they easily dispatched RB Leipzig, and now they face another German team, the strongest of them all. Bayern Munich is the reigning champion in Germany, although they struggled to hold on to the top spot for most of this season. Their most important game came just over a week ago when they managed to defeat Borussia Dortmund at home. Now, the table looks familiar with Bayern on top. However, the team failed to continue their success in the DFB Pokal, as they unexpectedly lost to Freiburg at home last week. They later avenged themselves in the league, but it was a weak consolation. In the end, it may happen that the team won't win any trophies this season. Perhaps that's why the bosses of Bayern Munich decided to replace the head coach. While it's hard to fault Julian Nagelsmann, the higher-ups know best. Thomas Tuchel is well known for his work at Dortmund and then Chelsea, where he achieved triumph by winning the Champions League. This fact also played in his favor when he was appointed. The only problem is that Bayern Munich's current opponent is the toughest one of all, except perhaps Real Madrid. In this season's group stage, Munich played in Group C, which included Barcelona, Inter, and Victoria Plzen. Experts called this quartet the group of death, but not for Bayern. They won 6 out of 6 matches, and in the round of 16, they defeated Paris Saint-Germain with 2 victories. Thus, the German team won 8 consecutive matches and has no intention of slowing down. To make a prediction for the match, I need to consider the following data. The clubs have met 3 times in the group stage of the Champions League, but never in the playoffs. Munich has won 4 times, while City has won twice. Munich plays brilliantly away in the Champions League. In 11 out of the last 12 matches on the road, they have conceded no more than 1 goal. And in the last 4 away games, they have won with a total score of 10-2. But Munich's defense has shown a decline lately. In their last 4 matches, Tuchel's club has conceded at least 2 goals per match and lost 2 out of 3 previous matches. At the same time, Manchester City has hit top form. Guardiola's team scored 4 goals against Liverpool, 6 against Burnley, and 7 against Leipzig, conceding only 1. In addition, Erling Haaland, who knows how to score against Bayern Munich, 5 goals in 7 matches, has recovered from injury. Therefore, I believe that Manchester City will beat Bayern Munich 2-0. If you want me to do a review of a specific match, write it in the comments below the video. And to not miss my new reviews, subscribe to my channel. Thank you for your attention.